Hey families, Mr. Denner here again with another math video. Today we're going to go over subtracting mixed numbers. I know it sounds like a lot. I know it sounds like another new concept, another new content, but actually kids know the concept of how to subtract. We're going to use that same concept of subtracting with subtracting mixed numbers. For example, we usually make our place value chart, tens and ones, 40 minus 17, right? We start off in our ones place, and we don't have enough to take away, so we would, cross this out, make this a 3, make this a 10, and then you would subtract 3, 2, answers 23. We're going to use this same concept and same ideas with subtracting mixed numbers. And as we know, a mixed number is a number that has a whole in a fraction. So let's just start off with something simple like 5. We make that really big for you guys. 5 and 1/4 minus 2 and 3/4. We're going to use that same thing in that same concept. We're going to make a chart I call the whole and fraction chart. These are wholes and these are our fractions. Okay, we're going to put 5 and 1/4 just like this, going across as you would a tens and ones. You're going to take 2 and 3/4 and put it down here. Same setup, same thinking applies. We are going to start in our fraction side, not our whole side, because our fractions are less than a whole. So we start on our fraction side. Ask yourself the same question. Can I take away 3/4 from 1/4? I cannot. Now this is where it gets a little different. You go to your wholes, you cross out a whole, you make it 4, and you regroup one whole. Usually in regular subtraction, we'll give 10. But because our denominator is a fourth, we're going to give 4/4, right? Add the 4/4 with the 1/4 like we would when we give 10, right? Add that. That is now 5/4. And I tell the kids to cross that out now. So now you have 5/4 minus 3/4, which gives you 2/4. Now 2 minus 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay, we're going to go over that one more time again. All right. We're going to use different denominators. We're going to use the same wholes, but different denominators. So let's say I'm going to use 2/6 minus 5/6, right? Same thing, you make your whole and your fraction. Subtract 2 and 5 and 2/6 minus 2 and 5/6. Again, start off with your fraction side. Can I take away 5/6 from 2/6? I cannot do that. Now, again, the hardest part or the trickiest part or the misconception that kids may have is how do you regroup your whole? So you always want to remind your kid, you want to remind your scholar that you regroup your whole based on your denominators and you're regrouping one whole. You're not regrouping 10 like regular subtraction. You're regrouping one whole. In this case, one whole is equal to 6/6. Equal to 6/6 because of that denominator. And inside of these wholes, they're made up of 6/6, 1/16, 2/66, 3/66, 4/66, 5/66. So there's 5 groups of 6/6 in these wholes. So I regroup it, give it back to my fraction side, okay? And now you have 6/6 plus 2/6. You add it together like you would in regular subtraction, add it together, or when you regroup, cross that out, that becomes 8/6. 8/6. Now 8/6 minus 5/6, that leaves us 3/6. 4 minus 2 gives us 2 wholes. And then again, if kids may see this, kids may not see this, you see 3/6, that's a half. So you can simplify that to 2 wholes and 1/2. We're going to do one more problem again, 3 times, third time's the charm. All right. So Again, we're gonna stay. Let's go to another higher denominator. We've done even denominator. We've done two even denominators. So let's go with an odd denominator. Let's go with 3/9, and we're gonna subtract that from 7/9. So just keeping the wholes the same. Again, you make your whole in your fraction chart. All right, 5 3/9 subtracted from 2 7/9. Where do we start subtracting? On our fraction side. Can we take away 7/9 from 3/9? But we can't. What do? We go to the wholes, regroup that, take away one whole, give one whole over here, give that one whole. And what is one whole again? If you're saying 9, if you're shouting at that computer and saying it's 9/9, you are correct. The whole that we're going to regroup is 9/9. Because why? The denominator is 9, and these wholes are made up of 5 groups of 9/9. Add that together, 3 plus 9, that gives us 12/9. Cross that out because we're not using that no more. That's also very important, having them cross that out. We're not using that no more. 12/9 minus 7/9. We have 5/9, and 4 minus 2 is 2. This part right here is really easy. The trickiest part again is how you regroup the wholes, and they've got to know that. I always tell kids, if you forget anything in fractions, never forget your denominator. This is one of those cases where you never forget your denominator, because the wholes in this case are made up of 9s. This strategy pretty much works for any number. It works for any problem, any denominator, as long as they set that up right and make sure that this goes like this goes like this. They have their whole in their fraction. They start with their fractions, and then they subtract like that. The next video that you guys will see is us adding mixed numbers, and we're still going to use the same chart. And again, the same thing, it does apply. Thank you.